Do I have to introduce myself or I should go ahead? I didn't hear any of the translation actually.
That's fine. In that case, I suggest you introduce yourself for the English
Okay,
speakers. Thank you very much.
okay, thank you. So I'm Dr. Nanama Brown Kuluche. I'm a senior lecturer at the Physics Department, University of Ghana. I'm also AIMS Canada Research Chair in Climate Change Science. So my area is atmospheric physics, and I do space science as well. Um, that's the question again about girls.
So the question was, what can be done to encourage more young people to study science? And yeah.
Okay. So I thank you for the question, and thanks to all our participants. The let's say encouraging young girls to study science. This journey started some years back, and we have seen improvements already in the number of enrollment. So what I see is what I call the pyramid kind of. So at the very base, we have a lot of girls studying science or interested in science in schools, at the basic school, secondary school, even at the university first degree. You get a lot of girls studying science. Beyond that level, to master's and PhD level, the number shrinks, becomes really in single digits. I think in a lot of institutions. Now, when you now from there you get into the career, it's even more difficult for women to maintain their career in the sciences. Now, we can still encourage them by as telling them the opportunities that are available. For example, I use myself as an example. When I was doing my PhD, I got 7 scholarships at the same time in 4 years, 7 scholarships. One for women in science, another one for women in mathematics, another one for Black African women. So many different types of scholarships, all because I'm a woman and doing science. So it's an encouragement to a lot of our young girls that look, once the decision is just decide that you want to take science as a program to do any of the sciences, and then you are open to these opportunities, you are encouraged, and also the contribution that women, let's say female, brings onto the decision table in sciences is so special, it's so unique. There are a lot of things men will naturally not consider doing, but a woman, the by destiny of being a woman, certain ideas you should bring on board in decision making. You take care of the home, it's a skill. You take care of children, it's a skill. You take care of husband, it's a skill. Even the expectation of a woman in the society is another skill, which is embedded in a female. So if we are on top, or we are in decision making table, we are able to incorporate everyone, because of course a woman looks after a man, a woman looks after a woman as well. So male and female are all taken care by a woman. So if a decision is taken and it's not and women are not involved, we tend to lose out in some of the decisions. I may have to bring this one in. It's a little bit controversial, but permit me, it's part of the encouragement for girls. We have this biological cycle as female. It's when you are older, it's much better to manage your affairs as a woman with your menstrual cycle, dysmenorrhea, menstrual pains, and childbirth and other things. But when you are a young girl, like 12-year-old in school, how to manage this menstrual periods, it's not as simple as some people may see it. Some are lucky to get the education early enough, but the discomfort that you have sitting in class in your menses with boys, you are not sure if you are soiled or not. So there's that discomfort which even deter you from thinking straight in classroom to grab the concept from the teacher and all that. So we have to address our issues fundamentally, right from the very basic up to career level, even for women. So the announcement, we should also use ourselves as role model. Yes, it has not been easy, but it's doable. We have to do kind of double work. What a man will use 1 minute to do, a woman will use 2 minutes, because we have to do it like extra, because we have all other responsibilities we have to take care of, and then all that. So I feel we should use ourselves as role models to tell them that, look, it's possible. We should also let them know that the challenges are for sure, it's there, but we were able to go through it, and you can also go through it as well, and I mean, take things up as we have done.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Dr. Alale, so thank you very much for being with us tonight. I'm going to ask you, if you can, to introduce yourself, because unfortunately some of the participants couldn't hear the translation. So can you please introduce yourself and also answer the same question: what can be done to encourage more young people to study sciences?
And good evening, every panelist. Good evening, our moderator. I am Abimbola Alale, the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Communication Satellite Limited in Abuja, the premier satellite company in sub-Saharan Africa. What can we do to encourage young people, especially girls, in sciences? I think, like Dr. Nana said, one of the things you mentioned was using ourselves as role models. However, programs such as this that you're doing now to project women is also a way of creating awareness to encourage young people, and especially girls, to say, look, the women in aerospace, we thought it was a male-dominated field. So women are there, they're on top. A woman is a pilot, a woman controls, a satellite company, a woman is thinking of astrophysics. Such programs like this, which creates awareness, which I call, I see it as an advocacy for young people to actually join the space sector, is very good. And of course, encourage them, giving scholarships, to further the education, and developing programs to make the subject matter, because a lot of young people see STEM courses as very tough. So we need to do more things. These days, a lot of creative ways of teaching people, make it more friendly, make it more people-oriented, use descriptive methods of teaching. And most especially at the end of the day, everybody, whether you are young, whether you are old, you want to see a reward, that what I am studying, what is the reward for me at the end of the day? So portraying leaders also, like I mentioned earlier, programs like this, it's a way of encouraging them. And of course, we need to teach them that whatever you want to find yourself, not just in STEM, you have to show commitment to being successful. We need to let them know that it's not just easy to be in a position of leadership. You have to show commitment, you have to show dedication, you have to be able to think and think out of the box, to be able to conceptualize things, ideas. You have to be very innovative, because that is what is going on. But what is most important in STEM courses is to show the young ones that there is reward for them, there is reward for dedication to studies, there is reward for being showing commitment to your studies, and that you can lead. It's not just the people in political sciences or in the banking sector that can be at leadership position. And programs such as this, I think, is very good. You need to show them, encourage them, and like Dr. Nana said, let's use ourselves as role models. I think this program is one of the good things that will actually encourage young people to want to aspire to study STEM courses. Because I see, all these ladies, I'm seeing a pilot, I'm seeing a lecturer, I'm seeing Mrs. Edith, everybody, you want to be like her. You are projecting, you are helping to project, and you give them something to aspire to be. So I think a lot of awareness and, of course, allowing the state also to contribute more to education and put more investment in STEM education. STEM courses, more sponsorship. So such things, I mean, because some of them are interested in studying STEM, but most of the STEM courses are not cheap. So government putting in more, giving them more scholarship also encourages them. But I think creating awareness that it can be rewarding at the end of the day is one of the key things. So that's my thinking.
Thank you. We're going to speak about the government in a second, mais je vais d'abord donner la parole au Dr Mangui. Est-ce que vous m'entendez, Dr Mangui? Alors, décidément, problème technique encore. Dr Mangui, est-ce que vous m'entendez?